Sorry, I had the microphone off. Andy James Adams, there's no sound for the game, right? I'm not hearing anything. How's the audio now? Only for movie effects. Okay, well, turn it on. So yeah. So Andy sent me the this game Unmatched. I checked out the very beginning, and then I was like, well, I figured I would just. I think like I found the most helpful is when I play a game and like in terms of feedback that I've gotten is when people play the game live. Or second best is actually when they record a video of them playing it and comment. Because then what's nice is you can like watch it later and see their thoughts. But so I think well, just to go back there, and I'm just gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff that I think come to mind. Well, so actually, to Ganesh, we're talking about the Cube Center. What's funny is that the main GI totally was asking about. He noticed the color in the middle. I think because the game is so minimalist, people are going to notice like small changes. Because main GI. You know, we just went past that, and he was like, "What's that? What's that thing with the diamond, yellow diamond in the middle?" Okay, so I do think your play button should be, like here, in the center. It does like it looks. It feels really weird to have it off to the side, and I guess this is the logo. This is the settings. It's a little too abstract. I don't know. I would expect play to be like in the middle or something, and then the like, as opposed to this logo kind of dividing things in the middle. I do love the like totally wordless thing you've got going. I think these don't do anything right now. Anyway, that's not important. So we go to 0. So this is, oh, you know what? I totally skipped this one. And I think I went straight to 1. No, wait. Was there a puzzle I'm missing? I feel like, I remember seeing one that was like orange, orange, green, green, blue, blue. But I don't remember that now. Or maybe was that in the settings? Oh, now it's working. Oh, that's for colorblind mode? That's really cool. I don't need that. I think this is a new build. So I guess the idea of the game is to split up everything so that nothing, you don't have two the same color. I do think it'd be nice if this didn't cover what I did, because it's happening way too fast. Like people are not seeing what's going on, and I can't like there were definitely times when I just like randomly clicked around and it solved and I didn't see what I did. So you basically don't want two of the same colors touching. So like I would, I would do, like you should do that and then have this up here and the puzzle beneath, like this, or this thing just up here or something, so that it's not totally, because otherwise I can't, yeah, it's like I don't know what I just did. From the mechanic standpoint, it does seem like it's, I don't know if there's like too much high-level thinking just yet. Maybe these are just the early puzzles, but I'm just like, I just like click around. Like, I'm not trying to come up with any strategy. I just sort of click around until something happens. I assume you'll have like a leaderboard or something. Why don't we skip ahead to... Oh wait, so is this all the same puzzles? Oh, okay. So see, I did... You know what? I accidentally clicked on 24. Because I think I did this. You see, here's the problem, which is this is what happened my first time I played. I clicked play, and then right away I clicked 24, and I went into this. And I think the mechanic here is that you want to... I actually think this is a much better mechanic than what you had before, because I thought... So this is actually the first puzzle I saw. And I thought this was great, because it does... Like, at first, I was looking at it like this. So this was the original thing, right? And I was like, well... And I thought I had solved it, because it looked like you want to get orange there, you want to get green there, and you want to get blue there. And then I was like, oh no, wait, this game is called Unmatched. So I actually thought the mechanic was not so much not having them next to each other. In fact, I think that's it. In fact, I think... Okay. See, I thought I could do this and be correct, because like that's color's not matched up in the middle. Maybe this is a later... Right, it's like, okay, I want that. Yeah. This got really hard. This one was... Because you want... This one's mostly confusing because I'm not too sure... Right, so I don't want a blue there. So that has to be green. And that's got to be blue. Can't be next to each other. But there, when it's green, I don't want green. So that has to be. Okay, let's see here. This one gets really hard. Oh, did I solve that? Okay. I think that's a problem, because I have no idea what I just did, and I solved it, and I can't see it, so I think it needs, yeah, like, I solved it, and I don't know what I did, and I think Cairo had that same problem where some of the puzzles you could, like, brute force it, and not know what you did, and I think you might... I don't like puzzles that you can accidentally brute force. So that might be something to kind of look into with regards to how yeah, like, I don't know, like, you know what would be interesting is, like, if you only had a certain number of switches that you could move. Yeah, move limits and time levels. Okay. I don't know, I'm not crazy about time levels, because I think, because then it's not thinking, then you just, like, want to press a whole bunch. I think move limits are great. Or, you know what would be cool is if it, like, like, I think what would be interesting is if you did something like you brought it, you swapped, and then if everything, like, if everything was yellow, like, okay, if you had like blue, 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 and then the center was red, it turns it into blue or something. Like, I want those kind of mechanics that you have to plan for, which are irreversible. Because this one, it's easily reversible, so I think it makes it less. It doesn't feel like so much of a puzzle as I'm just moving things in to place. You know, I think if you had some dynamic thing where, like, yeah, if one thing was surrounded, if red was surrounded by a bunch of yellow, then it changed that into yellow or something. That might be interesting. Willie, can I reveal the budget obtained from Indie Fund? No, I don't want to do that. Hey, Ed Riofer. Keeley, are you planning on working on a game as well? I think, were you the one talking about UE4? This chat's been going on for a while. I've forgotten that. I have no plans to include an undo button. Well, the thing is you don't need an undo button, right? Like, because the thing is, I do this, and then I just swap them, and then I've undone it. So you wouldn't need an undo button. Like, I'm just undoing this right now. Oh, I guess if you had a move limit, the thing is, you don't need an undo button. But I guess if you had a move limit, that would be interesting. Yeah, like, I do think it's interesting. I think you've got, like, an interesting mechanic of having because there's an end state you want to get to. I just think right now of having to move them one at a time is not the most interesting iteration of it. Like, and it also feels really slow. I feel if you could do something where, you know, you surround, like, if I did this, right, it's like, okay, like, if I did this and then I converted that to green, and then I was able to do a whole bunch of stuff with that. I think that would be a really interesting puzzle. Because that has surprises. Like, I think right now this doesn't have too many surprises. And it doesn't have, like, moves. Like, you can't really do combos, right? It's like every move is separate, but if you could do something where a combination of blocks, you were able to change them, that would be really interesting. I think, but in a move, you don't need an undo button now. But if you add move, yeah, you're gonna need it. Otherwise, you'll have to restart. But in a move limited level, undo would remove a portion of the penalty for not thinking it through enough. Yeah. Oh god, why was caps lock on? If you folks want to... I want there to be more dynamic, not necessarily more feedback. I want there to be more dynamic interactions with these tiles, because right now all I'm doing is, like, all you need to do is swap them one at a time, right? And it's like, okay, eventually I'll get there to the end state, but, like, if I make this move, I'm not gonna, like, something new isn't gonna happen with this, like, oh, I totally had not thought of it that way. And I think that's what makes for a really great puzzle, is, like, those moments of surprise. So I think it's more wanting to change your, it's like, okay, now I just need to bring in some of this here, Bring in that there. Right, like I just feel like eventually I can brute force my way through it, but if you had something where the interactions between these changed, or it was like, or you know what? Here's another great idea. Well, I don't know if it's a great idea. Here's another idea where it's, let's say it's blue, and it's like you can only place. Let's say it has like it's got like you can only place 2 red cubes, 2 red tiles next to it. So what that means is you can't have this 3rd red tile here. So like how, you know, so that meant you like this one is stuck and you have to bring this one around or something. What else am I thinking of? Yeah, I feel that might be kind of cool. Because you know I'm not thinking so much that this puzzle is hard. More just that, like, as in, I'm not thinking so much that I'm like missing a critical piece of this, but more just that. You know, I haven't like set up the right combo of moves yet. Interesting. It feels more tedious than challenging. Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't feel like this is what I'm missing here is like some insight into this right now. Yeah, that's what I am thinking. Cool. I think that's enough for this. I hope this was helpful, Andy James Adams. Well, first of all, thank you, Andy James Adams, for sending me the game and for letting me play it and give critique. I hope this was helpful. I was just like, yeah, this is why I prefer like typing up my thoughts in an email, because this is like me playing this and whatever I'm thinking, I'm just saying it right now, and you can, you know, you see how I'm reacting to it. But yeah, so I hope this is helpful to you. And if anyone else wants to send me puzzle games, I think I might, you know, maybe once a week, look into, like, we can pick a game and do like a live critique like this. And just out of curiosity, like, what am I missing here? Is this one actually solvable? Clamoring for JLB. What's JLB? Oh, yeah, sorry, you've mentioned it. Yeah, the game, sorry. I know, but that's more of a let's play. You need the green ones on the outside because there are more of them. Right. Who said that? It's Galneshi. I think that's a good insight. Right, okay. Okay, so see, that's interesting. Like, knowing you need to do something like that, but it's like, how can you get to that thinking right away? Right, wow. That's pretty awful. But, yeah. Anyway, I think it is. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of interesting stuff here. I would just love to see. I think you can make it like. I think you can make. Okay, you can't do that. That's cool. I do think you can make this a little more poppy, but that might just be a game feel. Well, it's hard. I think you have something really interesting here. I think you just need to like watch more people play and then hone in on like that most interesting part and make that really big. And then I think just having some more like this thing, it should just be, up there, but I've said that before. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream and then go back. Oh yeah, more organic. That's actually not a bad idea. I like the way your niece thinks. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I think, I said dynamic, but I think that's like kind of, she said organic. And I think that's kind of getting it at the same thing where like you don't want, because I feel like I think I think you can write an algorithm right now that just solves it, right? Like if you think of threes where it's like the board is constantly changing, the dynamic of it is constantly like a game I really love is Mini Metro. You guys know that game, Mini Metro? It's a wonderful game. Dinosaur Polo Club. It's this game where you are controlling a you like control a metro subway system. It's on early access right now, but super cool guys from New Zealand making it. And what's really fun about this game, I was like addicted to it for a while, is that it does. It's like this optimization problem that's constantly changing. You're constantly having to like rethink what it is you're trying to optimize, and I feel like if you had that dynamic where moving something here changes the dynamic of the board, that would be really fun. Because it's like you started it this one way, but I could have started this like any other way, and you could have started the puzzle this way, and I would have been sort of more or less the same puzzle of moving things to the right direction. But you had it where these being here next to red has some kind of dynamic going on. I can see that being really fun. It might get really complicated, but where you have these blocks appear in, you have these black, I like the way these work, but you have these appear in when they're surrounded by too many of the other colors. It's like what if these blocks only happen when red is surrounded by two of the same colors. Okay, so it's like what if these black barriers only occur when red is adjacent to only two colors, right? So that would mean you need, you would need this, right? Like then if you brought yellow in, then these barriers would disappear, and then you can move red around. I can see that being a lot more interesting. Yeah. I think that's yeah, having dynamic walls, making things more dynamic, making things more organic. Talk to your niece some more. But yeah, anyway, I think that's enough feedback. I'm gonna stop the stream and we'll just take a quick break and I'll come back with some